Times Jeffree Star flexed too hard. Jeffree Star has been in the public spotlight for many years. He is known for being an incredibly confident individual, though he has flexed a bit too hard on several occasions. Before getting started, don't forget to hit that like button and ring the notification bell to keep up to date with our future videos. The beginning of Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star is considered to be one of the most popular beauty gurus in the world, and has found millions of fans over the years and launched several massively successful makeup lines. Jeffree was born in Los Angeles but was raised in Orange County, California. His father was also named Jeffree, though he tragically took his own life when young Jeffree was only 6 years old. Afterward, Jeffree was raised alone with his mother, Mara. Growing up, Jeffree says that he began to use his mother's makeup regularly, though he never wore it out in public. That is until junior high, when he managed to convince his mother to let him use her makeup and wear it to school. A short while later, Jeffree made a move back to Los Angeles, where he began to make money taking part in several makeup jobs, as well as modeling and music positions. He says he began to craft a name for himself when he used a fake ID to enter various Hollywood clubs, where he would convince celebrities to let him do makeup work for them at their homes. Jeffree continued his career by joining MySpace and convincing many of his fans and clients to follow him and share his work. He used this platform to not only further his career in makeup, but also his career in music, which was relatively short-lived. He would use MySpace to post blogs and discuss his day-to-day lives and struggles, all the while sharing his feelings of confidence, expressing the importance of a positive self-image, and remarking about his fame, lifestyle, and beauty career. He managed to build a sizable following on MySpace, with many of his photos and posts getting tens of thousands of comments within a few days of being posted. He also became one of MySpace's fastest rising musical artists, topping the MySpace charts on several occasions. By 2014, Jeffree Star had launched his makeup brand, Jeffree Star Cosmetics. He appeared in a docuseries with Dawson last year and stated that his music career had left him with virtually no money to pursue other endeavors, but he was able to scrape up enough funds to launch his makeup brand, in hopes that it would bring him back to the top. As fate would have it, he was right. Jeffree is far more popular now than he ever was through his music career. He managed to find over 15 million followers after launching his YouTube channel around the same time, and currently has nearly 2 billion views. He has continued with his makeup career and has released several palettes and products over the years. Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star. Carmageddon is a phrase you've likely seen a lot recently, especially if you've been following the downfall of Shane Dawson. A few weeks ago, Shane posted a statement in which he called out the beauty community on YouTube, explaining that there is far too much drama. He specifically called out James Charles and suggested that he needed to be served a slice of humble pie. This was regarding the controversy surrounding James last year and the fact that he lost over 3 million subscribers. Though Shane's statement was not well received, even though many viewers claimed that Shane was preaching the truth, Shane was quickly accused of manipulating the beauty community to make money. This is because Shane had teamed up with Jeffree Star to create a conspiracy-themed makeup palette. Though Shane Dawson virtually never wears makeup, as soon as he finished selling his product, fans alleged that he immediately turned on the community and began calling out many of YouTube's top beauty creators. Tati Westbrook spoke out against Shane, claiming that Jeffree and Shane manipulated her into releasing a video in which she cut ties with James Charles and blamed him for several bad decisions regarding their former business partnership. This video nearly ended James's career, though both Shane and Jeffree stood to gain considerable business and financial compensation from James's takedown. Tati seemed to believe her video regarding James Charles started a massive war in the beauty community and created much of the drama that Shane is now outspoken against. In essence, it seems as though Shane both created the problem and sold his fans the solution. Thankfully, James and Tati were able to make amends, and James seems to have regained a majority of his lost subscribers. Tati recalls this event as one of the biggest regrets of her life. It's no secret that Shane and Jeffree Star have been friends for many years. They have been working together publicly on YouTube and behind the scenes for several years, and they seem to be very good friends. Because of this, it seems that when one of them faces controversy, they both do. Shane has publicly apologized for his past actions, but Jeffree remained silent for quite some time before issuing a public statement. Jeffree Star versus James Charles. In the aftermath of the infamous James Charles-Tati Westbrook controversy, Jeffree Star finally spoke out a month after Tati Westbrook called out both Shane and Jeffree for allegedly manipulating her into turning against James Charles. Jeffree says that he took a lot of time to reflect on the situation before making a statement, saying, "I have been very silent for a very long time. I know that's very rare of me. I've taken a lot of time to do a lot of self-reflection. Now in the past, I've been very guilty of speaking out of anger, out of frustration, out of my emotions. I'm so quick to grab my phone and just say whatever's on my mind at the moment, without really thinking about the ramifications of my words, my actions," he continued. "I know this may sound shocking coming from my mouth, but when you accept that you are the problem, you can become the solution. I would like to personally apologize to James Charles for the words that I've said and for my actions. If I was close with someone, I should have had the ability to just simply call them and ask and say, hey, these are the things that were being said to me. Instead, I didn't. I let people gas me up, get me going behind the scenes, and I fell for a lot of things. And I got caught up in the hype." He concluded by saying, "It's disgusting, it's awful, and none of it should have happened. So James, I am truly sorry for my actions and my behavior." It seems as though Jeffree may have learned from his alleged actions and is ready to put the past behind him and move on. Though it seems as though many of Jeffree's viewers are not ready to forgive him. The video currently has about 380,000 dislikes, with some feeling as though Jeffree's wording proves that he isn't ready to take full responsibility for his actions. This seems to be proven by the fact that Jeffree repeatedly mentions that his peers amped him up behind the scenes, rather than simply accepting the guilt and apologizing for how he behaved. Time will tell if Jeffree will truly be a changed man. His channel currently sits around 17.4 million subscribers, though Social Blade indicates that he may have lost around 600,000 subscribers in the last 30 days. Jeffree Star and Kat Von D. Jeffree Star and Kat Von D are two of the biggest beauty gurus in the world. They were close friends and partners for quite some time, but in July of 2016, all that came crashing down. Kat Von D posted that she would be cutting ties with Jeffree after he had been involved in several bad business decisions, even alleging that he had been promoting drug use to his fans. While we can't necessarily confirm that this took place, the allegations that Kat made against Jeffree were incredibly serious, and fans were shocked to find out that the two had a falling out. The final straw was when Jeffree allegedly failed to pay Kat's boyfriend for a design that he had completed for Jeffree. The story is a bit unclear, but it seems as though Kat's boyfriend had created a few designs for one of Jeffree's makeup lines. Yet Kat claims that Jeffree never sent her boyfriend the payment he had requested. Jeffree later mentioned that there was no feud between the two. He claimed he had paid Kat's boyfriend according to their agreement and that he felt Kat Von D had nothing but malicious intent. It seems easy enough to prove that Jeffree either did or did not pay Kat's boyfriend, but neither of the parties seem to have offered any form of proof that the deal was completed. We can't say for sure how the situation resolved itself, but it seems as though the two have simply moved on from one another. For now, Jeffree and Kat have gone their separate ways in the beauty community, and it seems increasingly unlikely that the two will reunite in the future. Jeffree Star's future. With each passing day, Jeffree Star's future in the beauty community is growing increasingly unclear. Following his involvement with Shane Dawson, James Charles, and various other beauty gurus, it seems as though fans are uninterested in seeing Jeffree return to YouTube or any other platform in the near future. For the moment, it seems like his career in beauty has been put on an indefinite hold, as brands are not currently willing to work with him due to his various scandals over the recent months and years. For the moment, it seems as though his only means of impacting the beauty community is through his personal Jeffree Star cosmetics collection, as nearly all of his other products and collaborative efforts have been removed from online realtors. It is difficult to say whether or not Jeffree has learned from his mistakes during this time. He seems to give conflicting reports online. Sometimes he seems to be very apologetic, yet others he seems to be blaming the people around him, rather than accepting the blame on his own. We hate to see anyone's career end so abruptly over matters that could have easily been avoided. We just hope that Jeffree can get his head on straight and bounce back from all this drama when the time is right.